I will be out there at some point.
All right.
It just didn't work out this time. But yeah, I will be out in Edwardsville again at Pamela's house for like some other event at some point. I got to play Minecraft for the first time.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that it gave me some stupendous vertigo,
Sorry.
I enjoyed it, and I have managed to tweak my settings
Oh, good.
to where it doesn't mess with my head as much, so I may actually be able to come join y'all and play around on Mars. And it's just I don't
Good.
so these are really good people to introduce you to Minecraft if you've never tried it. It's a very welcoming, lovely bunch.
We have a community funded server if anyone joins our Discord.
It's true. It's
Hmm.
true. And as always, all are welcome. And we do all of these fundraisers, and I do hate myself by being a broken record asking for money. But one of the things I'm proudest about our community is this isn't a community of just a whole bunch of affluent, identical looking humans
Hmm.
with means. This isn't the donor circle of the Museum of Science. We are people that span the spectrum. And I think the majority of us are just people trying to get by, doing the best they can in this world, and making it happen, hanging out with other people doing science on the internet.
And we really, truly appreciate like every dollar that comes in.
And
And just if you can only give $1, we love that dollar so much.
we will never expect anyone to donate. And so please just come be part of what we do. Honestly, seeing the numbers every week is what brings us joy. Seeing comments, our YouTube has like nowhere near enough comments. There is one lovely human who almost every episode writes comment for the comment gods or something along those lines, and that brings me joy. So there are so many ways that you can participate and be part of everything that we do, and just showing up and saying hi in chat like Sully Two Cats just did.
Yes. Hi, Sully.
We love that. And so just thank you for being here and staying here through all the fundraising chaos and the technical failures that were minimal this year, knocking on
Yeah,
wood.
yeah. No,
No
it was pretty
tornadoes.
impressive. Yeah.
Goes off to
No, I think
check
this
the
might
weather.
be, yeah. It's like, oh no. Because there was that one year, the first time like I flew out for Hat. It was literally like we had hit our funding goal. We were cracking open the bottle of champagne. We were getting ready to dye Pamela's hair, and then the sirens went off. And so I'm like running down to the basement with like a bottle of champagne in one hand, and just it's so we ended up having our celebration from Pamela's basement studio where her and admin are right now.
And that was the first time Kitten saw the studio. Can you communicate the reaction you had when you first saw the studio?
It is so small. How do you get everything done in there? It always looked so much bigger on stream.
That was my reaction too. The first time I
You
saw it, I was
didn't
like, oh my
say it.
God.
Uh,
Cannon literally stopped and I walked into her and she started laughing at how small my studio is.
It's true. I was shocked at how tiny this studio is and how much work she gets out of it. It's impressive.
while your donations will probably not go to a bigger studio, a dollar
will.
does go quite a good way. I mean, a dollar is about day worth of the Adobe products.
It's true. That's 1 day of
Yeah.
Adobe software.
And
Yeah.
$1, if you donate $1, that does help.
There is not a day that goes by that Aviva doesn't use ShareFile, which is about $30 a month, that I don't use Adobe and Allie doesn't use Adobe.
I live in Adobe.
Yeah.
Me and Adobe Audition are basically one entity at this point.
Yeah.
Merged.
So we do have a tradition, thanks to Mary Amber. Mary Amber has more than once managed to get me to sing on stream. And I don't know how it came up, but she mentioned Vuvuzillas while we were streaming one year. And this was the first time.
Might have been last time.
It was.
I remember
It
that.
was when Eric was here.
Everything's a
And
blur.
it was the first time Eric was in my house. And Vuvuzillas came up. And I have a very cheap plastic Vuvuzilla. And so we have a new tradition. And I won't be able to hear you, but I have my mic. So I'm going to claim mic rights for a moment to induct someone who is in my house for the first time. I have a mic attached to me. Who is in my house for the first time for one of these events. And that person is the Real Fake admin.
I am muting my mic.
You
so there's
you
no
are
double up.
officially
That is correct.
you have gone through your first
So-
hat. You are officially part of the
In
group.
the tradition created by Mary Amber and with an embouchure that is not practiced. I'm not on camera. Okay.
You're
Now
not
maybe
on
I'm
camera.
the band kid gods.
That was good. You did it.
I welcome thee to the club of people who have done events from Edwardsville.
You have stressed Malachi.
Oh, we got a head turn.
I would like to say Stella is terrified of this thing. Absolutely
Malachi was
terrified.
definitely stressed by it, that's for sure, too.
We got a head turn,
Oh,
definitely,
wow.
and he is now comforting.
I can hear the other
Hello.
dogs running around
Hello.
upstairs.
Hello, sir.
All right.
Don't worry, sir. I'm just getting you on camera. Is he on camera? Probably not.
Yes,
he
he
is.
is.
Oh, he is. Hello.
All right. So you have now been welcomed in the spirit of Mary Amber with the Vuvuzilla of CosmoQuest.
It was the Vuvuzela of Science last year.
Yes, that's true. It's the Vuvuzilla of Science. I
A
accidentally
year and a half
renamed
ago.
Yeah.
Hey, that was 2022. That was 2 years ago.
Oh my God.
It's been a really long time.
Yeah.
Because you weren't there last year.
What
No,
is
I wasn't.
time? What is
Yeah,
time?
it's true.
Time is an illusion.
I know we
Wibbly
keep
wobbly.
like
Lunchtime doubly
Timey
so.
wimey.
we keep missing each other, Kerbal. The years he's able to like fly out, I miss. I'm not able to fly out, and then like it's kind of
Yep.
Well, this year you both
yeah.
did. So you matched. It's just not meeting.
They both had the exact same. I'm checking tickets. I'm going to try and arrive. Gave me the days. And then they both got back to me within like 10 minutes after making that statement and making me excited with, no, I don't have the money. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
props. I
It is
understand. I pay
hard
your
to
salary.
get
I understand.
from Philly to St.
Edwardsville.
Louis.
Yeah.
Because I fly into St. Louis Airport. And direct flights from Philly to St. Louis, like there's no discount airlines that do that.
Yeah.
I think basically the only one that has regular flights is American, which is really great if you're flying with Pamela because Pamela has access to the lounge.
It's true.
Yes.
That's great. But yeah, it just oh my God. Like and usually to fly out if I want to like afford it on air miles, because last time I flew out, Pamela like just very graciously like gave me some of her air miles
I would
so
have done that
could
this time, but I didn't have enough.
Yeah, but it's like I found out like I could fly one way on her air miles out of Philly, or I could fly round trip for fewer air miles out of LaGuardia. So I
Oh,
took a train up to LaGuardia
Yeah.
and did that whole mess. And yeah, that I recommend that.
least it wasn't Newark.
So one
That's
of these
true. I
days, we will
I
have
still
all of us.
Newark
One
has
day.
remodeled their airport. It's better.
Oh,
The
good.
bar was
What
so
is that
low.
gonna be like
I
Astronomy
know.
S750 or something?
I think that I heard that there are plans for Astronomy Cast 750
I
brewing in the
believe they're in
background.
Europe.
We'll yeah, I think the proposal was to do it in Germany.
Guido.
I am not flying to Europe unless someone
We're all
pays for it.
I'm not
we're all
sure
just gonna
how you
descend on Guido.
I'm not sure how you would get to Europe in an efficient manner if you didn't fly there.
I am
Swim,
saying
take a
I
container ship.
unless someone is paying for me, there is no way I'm able to.
You know, if you buy your tickets far enough in advance, it's surprising.
Yeah.
And you can set up an alert. Just saying.
But I mean, in all reality, it will probably end up being in Edwardsville because one of the advantages of Edwardsville is it is the middle of the country and everything is cheap because no one wants to be here except for CosmoQuest people.
It's gonna be like
And
New Year's.
Pamela's
We're gonna
house
have
is
multiple
huge.
locations.
It's
It's not as cheap as it once
17
was.
hours of driving.
I'm sorry.
You
Well,
got
it
an
will be
Olive
like
Garden. It completely
days,
screwed with the freaking housing market here. It's
2
Which
days
week?
there, 2 days back.
Can
My
you
flight
hear?
was like an hour,
No, I cannot.
That's what's
Okay.
going on.
I'm in a
Well,
different
not from
maybe an hour and
Indonesia.
a half.
Oh, people.
Sorry.
I think when I looked, I had to fly up to Seattle and then over.
I'm
Unless I
further
wanted to
north
go
than
to
you,
LA.
Courtney.
So moving on,
Different
LA for the
country.
first time
we
this
are
year.
raising money right now.
We're trying to.
Are we?
We're trying
No,
to.
not right now. We're not.
Wait, what?
This is a fundraiser? What have I
And
been
this is
doing
why
for
we're bad at
26 hours?
fundraising.
See, I think I'm pretty good at fundraisers. I just don't have enough say around here. Because the people who are in charge do not like fundraising. But like I'm just
No one
like,
likes
If
hey,
you were in
fundraising.
every
charge,
dollar
you wouldn't like it
counts.
either.
Right.
No, more
Was
like the
that you
asking for money.
volunteering?
I'm pretty
Oh.
okay with asking for money. So please, give us money.
I've sold oranges in the middle of December.
What organization
Okay.
sells fruit?
Marching band in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. Okay. Our marching band sold wrapping paper and chocolate. It was a bit easier.
We did fruit and we did spices. It wasn't a marching band, but it was still a band.
Fruit and turkey sale.
Car washes.
World's
That's
finest
different.
chocolate.
Also Tag Day, which was so named by putting a tag on the doors or indoor mailboxes of people who didn't answer the door, and if they did answer the door, hey, will you please you just give us money because we're nice and we're wearing our uniforms?
Okay.
Yeah. Remember in middle
It
school?
worked surprisingly well.
And they put out the things to sell magazine subscriptions to your friends and
Oh,
neighbors.
the magazines.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten about the magazines.
And if you got so many, you got so many points, and then you could spend that money at the Scholastic Book Fair.
Oh, we got to pick from very cheesy prizes, as I recall.
Yeah, I never did any good on those, but I also didn't really attempt to
Girl
do
Scout
them.
cookies. I could sell Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, I was
I
the
could buy some.
queen of selling Girl Scout cookies when I was a Girl Scout. Yeah.
So the astronomy club I was in sold candy to go to space camp, and it was good candy. And so I would have a cardboard box of candy bars, and I was one of very few students in my school that were in the astronomy club because it met at the community center, not at the school. And I think I single-handedly increased the weight of people in our high school for reasons other than getting older and taller, with how much candy I sold so I could go to space camp. I was that kind of a nerd, which surprises no one.
I wonder how many of them have diabetes.
Well, I don't know.
Keeper.
The odds are in everyone's favor
It's
at
true.
this point.
Yeah, yeah. So we sit at 8566 with Allie slowly vibrating. She's probably refreshing the page more often than I am.
Let's not talk about it. I don't.
I could send you over a
On the
script that'll auto
diagonal.
refresh.
What
On the diagonal says our math club said cupcakes to be delivered on Valentine's.
Oh, we did carnations on Valentine's Day, but it was done by student government. I lost the chat. Where is it?
Oh, you only ever bought one book from the book fair. They never had the book you wanted.
Oh,
It was always Judy Blume for me, I think.
I was not picky.
Or those Choose Your Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Garfield books. Somehow, if they came from
Yes.
the Scholastic Book Fair, I was allowed to buy Garfield books. And I also like to get the Guinness Book of World Records, and I can't explain it in retrospect, but child me liked reading the Guinness Book.
I was gonna
I
bring those
loved
up
reading
at
the Guinness Book of
Scholastic
World
Place.
Records.
I'm not the only one. I feel better.
I wanted them, but every time I'd be told no. They were there.
Sorry, I started giggling because Pamela almost said the Scholastic Butch Fair.
I was not gonna say
And
anything.
I'm just like, I want to go to that.
I was glossing over.
That sounds like fun. Yeah, I don't know how to gloss over things. Just like,
All right.
Let's see.
Donate.
Midtown also sold magazines. Guinness Book was a must-have. Yes.
And Mythtown's like, I would go to the Scholastic Butch Fair.
right?
Yes.
All right, my brain needs to keep the correct nouns in the sentences.
Sorry. I
No,
can
it's fine.
I can always be counted on to run with it.
Right. No, it's fine. It's fine. What was the word I couldn't say yesterday? It was computer, and I kept saying computer full or something.
Yeah, computer full.
Yeah.
Right, I remember that. Because it was yesterday.
Yeah. And it makes sense. You want a computer full of software.
Right.
But it wasn't like that.
No, it wasn't.
No. So
Oh man, now everyone's talking about Guinness Book of World Records. Like, did anyone else read the really weird stuff?
yeah, that's what I
Yes.
wanted it.
Yeah.
Aviva, do you have the Guinness Book
else
of
would
World
you get
Records
it
there too?
Yeah, we have it.
Did you read it as a
Yeah,
small
we
child?
have so many weird things. I haven't really read it. It's just like I encounter several stories and then read it, but not like I'm having the book.
Okay. Yeah.
But we indeed have
I read it as a
national.
small child, and then now as an adult, discovered that it's like all a setup.
What do you
Yeah.
mean a
Well,
setup?
I mean, the tallest and shortest, not so much.
They don't organically go out and find records. They have people pay to have
Yeah, I actually
these
got to
records
participate.
made for themselves.
I got to participate in a Guinness World Record attempt
Really?
once, and it was at Dragon Con, and it was for the most people doing Michael Jackson's Thriller dance
Oh,
at one time.
Yep.
as far
Not
as far
And it was
as I
at
know,
Dragon
we
Con, so there
have
were
set
like
up-
stormtroopers doing the Thriller dance. It was
That's
great.
Nice.
amazing.
but still, it's nice.
I mean, what do you expect? It was created by a beer company.
Vivian, what were you saying? Didn't hear you.
Well, actually, here we have I have a friend who set up and invited the national record something. I think it's also part of Guinness Book Records, part of National One, and they set up for the largest solar eclipse glasses usage they built here. So
Oh, wow.
they actually built the really large solar eclipse glasses
Cool.
that they used in 2016, and then they want to do it in 2019. But I think it's quite expensive to invite those people from the record book.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, friends looking through the book trying to think of things that weren't included yet that they could think of to do. Like,
Yeah.
jump on a pogo stick while doing jump rope while eating a orange, whatever.
And then there were the ones where they said, and we will no longer accept any further attempts for
Yeah,
this
especially
category.
like the ones that
Oh,
are dangerous and
The ones
stuff.
that are really bad for you.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
dangerous. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many spoonfuls of arsenic can you? No.
Don't do that.
Do not attempt.
When I was a
Yeah.
child, I thought that all this Guinness Book of Record, they actually find it or they discover it. It's not something that we
Yeah.
invite them to come and then make the measurement.
I think that's what they want you to think. Or
Yeah, I think so.
It
Yeah.
just started as promo material for having in a pub. And then they expanded it. They realized, oh, this could be a revenue stream.
Just like Michelin.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, are they the ones that have the museums in the tourist cities? No, that's Ripley's.
That's Ripley's.
Michelin stars.
Yeah.
No, Michelin are the restaurants, the tire
One-
company
one
that came up
is-
with a guide so that you would have reason to drive.
There's 3 stars. One is it's worth a stop. One is it's worth a detour, and then 3 stars is it's worth an entire trip.
But getting Michelin means the meals become expensive, totally expensive.
Oh yeah.
There's one in Japan, I think, and it was just like a little sidewalk stand that was really, really good, and it actually got Michelin stars, and it's still the same price. They didn't jack up their price.
That's
Wow.
cool.
That's nice.
Would
Yeah.
love to.
Now I've
We
got
like to
that.
I
talk
like
about
Japan.
all sorts of things here.
Now I've got that fact out of my brain. I can put something useful in that spot now.
Well, now I know it's actually like a Michelin's book. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. And this is the tire company, right?
That
Yeah,
is correct.
because they were
You
trying
have
to
to-
encourage people to drive more.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
It's like
I
Guinness.
didn't know they were related.
Yeah.
they're the same. It's like
'Cause they
Guinness.
want
The
you to
Guinness
waste
Book of
your
World
tires.
Records is
To satisfy
yeah.
Barbara.
The Guinness Book of World Records is
Bar Fat.
the Guinness Beer Company.
Yeah. It used to be a bar.
I didn't know either of those facts for the longest time, and when I learned them, I was like mind blown in the best of ways.
It makes so much sense.
I would just like to say that you have 19 more minutes to help us hit our second stretch goal and get me a new computer.
So that you don't have to. What do you do with your current computer when it overheats?
Cry.
Ice
does
packs.
cool.
She
The tears
literally
of coolness.
uses ice packs. If you scroll back through our Discord conversation, I bet you can find a photo to share.
No, I don't think I've ever taken a photo of it because usually I'm so stressed I don't think to do that. But like I'll sometimes it hasn't done it lately, and I think that's because I have it sitting up on a like here's my setup, right? It's on an upside down milk crate. And what I'll do when I'm
Okay.
editing is I sit my desk fan so there's a nice cross breeze going through here to keep it cool. And that's been working really well, and I haven't had to bust out the cold packs in a while. I also I can't close my laptop despite having like 2 big monitors because the Wi-Fi signal won't work. It will not pick up the Wi-Fi if it is closed.
It took forever to figure that one out.
Yeah, because I was over here like, what's wrong with the Wi-Fi? Brr, brr, brr. It's, it's the brick and the walls, and we're gonna have to get this expensive like wireless mesh network and everything. And then it turned out I just needed to open my laptop.
It's
So,
just
but yeah, it overheats sometimes because it just the processor like it's like can barely handle the video. And there's other times where honestly it overheats because I leave the room and one of my cats lays on it while it's rendering video. And it's just like again, um but thankfully, and I love this about new computers because I remember when if your laptop overheated, it just melted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um I love that it has like little internal temperature sensors and that if it reaches a certain temperature, it just boop, it shuts down. So it hasn't broken. I'm kind
computers
of
aren't
weirdly
fun
attached
anymore.
to
They
this
don't melt
computer, but
down.
I would love to have a new production machine that doesn't make me cry.
Yeah.
Use Linux so you can override those
No.
temperatures
No, nope,
and just make
nope.
it go as hot as possible.
The only
Nope.
Linux is in the cloud. We do not deal with anything we are attaching devices to that is Linux. That is purely something Eric does. Eric is our uses devices attached to Linux computers person.
And admin.
Admin doesn't use his Linux system for streaming, as far as I know.
Eric also
Technically, when I
likes
was
to
doing the
see how
baking
much he
segment,
can torture his computer.
technically, the baking segment I was brought to you by Linux.
Okay.
Not
okay.
sponsored.
Mm.
We are not sponsored by Linux, but we could
But
be.
we are sponsored by
Sponsored
you.
by sponsored by my poor financial decisions because he's using my one of my old computers.
This is true.
And,
And I'm
and
highly
if you're interested in
appreciative.
sponsorship, contact Pamela at CosmoQuest.org.
It's true. I think that may actually be a working email address, but CosmoQuestX@gmail works better.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
I,
thinking like,
I think supposedly we do have CosmoQuest.org.
We do. We
Um,
do. I just don't. I think I have all email addresses at
mhm.
cosmoquest.org point at Gmail, but I don't remember if I.
Yeah, I need to do that because it's
Mm.
like I remember this was like probably about 2 years now that I asked you for a CosmoQuest.org email address so I could be like CosmoQuest branded when I reach out to guests, and then I never activated it. So
It's just sitting there.
That would have been
I
useful.
I
Just make requests. I can do these things.
I will bug
yes.
you about it because I kind of also want one.
All right. All right.
and I
But
was
you,
trying to give the web address, not the email
Hello,
address, so
Bad
sorry.
Panda.
We have 15 minutes.
So Bad
Hey,
Panda
Bad
is one
Panda
of the
Bear.
humans who's been around since the days of slacker astronomy. So we have a
Oh,
few
Slacker.
community
I
members who
think
go back.
Bad
Hang
Panda
on.
Bear was at the AC 500, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
yes. And he has the absolute best avatar from back in the Hangout days. Yeah, it brings me joy. It brings me joy.
Hello, sir. What?
Stella apparently just needed to be held, and that's okay.
Oh, I didn't even realize she was over
Don't
there.
we all
It's
sometimes?
true. It's true.
I mean, I understand Stella.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I just want to say, like, I keep joking, like, oh, we have this many minutes left for people to give money. You can give money whenever.
Yeah, it's true.
Like literally whenever. You can join our Patreon. You can donate to our Kindful, which by the way is at least in the US. I can't speak for other countries. Like if you are outside of the US, check your local laws. But in the US, it is tax deductible because it's a donation to a nonprofit. And it does get
Nice.
donated through our parent nonprofit, the Planetary Science Institute, but every dollar you donate specifically to CosmoQuest goes to CosmoQuest.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And Yeah, so basically, the across the entirety of the year, we need to raise $30,000, not counting the 2,500 for Ali's computer, because that's not in our yearly budget, and the amount for the newsletter, which I'm adding to the yearly budget. So the total we need to raise for the year, including Ali's computer and the newsletter, is why am I doing math in my head? It is basically 3,500, which is the 35,000, sorry.
35 is like only
35,000, which
3,500.
is significantly less than we've needed in past years, just because our Patreon is doing really healthy. We have starting ad revenue on EVSN. If you join the Patreon, you get everything ad free.
Yes.
And all these little things add up to make it possible that we don't have to ask for as much. And if any of you aren't members of our Patreon, please join for free, because when randomness occurs, you may not see it on social media because the algorithm, but we put stuff out on Patreon as well. And so, like the Astronomy Cast folks the other day all got alerted, and I hope I did the CosmoQuest as well, but we were racing out the door when we realized what was happening. We raced out the door to go see the auroras, and I tried to let people know ahead of time. And it's just stuff like that that your patrons get. Even the free ones, you have to pay to get ad-free podcasts. Sorry.
Not sorry.
Well, no, sorry and bitter, making bitter face. I would give everything away for free if I could, but then I wouldn't get paid. Or
Please
I'd have
give
to
us
ask
money.
for more donations.
Please give us money.
But we are in a better place than we've been in a lot of years. And part of that is following Fraser's advice, because Fraser is always right. We've been working to rely less and less on the federal government. And
Yep.
that's just good.
Yeah, so if you've been thinking about donating, now is the time to do it. The operators are standing by. They're
Yeah.
ready to take your call
Yeah.
or donation.
Or
I
if you
love
don't
that
want to talk to
we're all
anyone,
like,
there's also a donation link.
yeah, we're just, some of us are like, public
Yeah.
broadcasting kids.
Yeah.
So we remember watching all the telethons and stuff.
Red Dwarf, Doctor Who.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, whenever they would do like a telethon with like a Red Dwarf marathon on PBS, that was
It's brought to you
Yeah,
by
our
viewers
station
like
did it so
you.
much they even flew them out one time.
Oh, awesome. Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Is that a trademark?
my parents couldn't afford cable when I was a kid, so I grew up on PBS.
Yeah.
I watched all the PBS stuff, and I think that's probably where
Yep.
my love for space started, was watching Cosmos.
I think PBS was where I first saw The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Because the PBS station in Watertown, New York, probably has more Canadian supporters than American supporters. They actually advertise and target Canadians in all that they do.
That's awesome.
Yep. And they have Canadian advertisers who sponsor things.
That's cool.
I
That's
keep
super
trying to
cool.
get a day job with the local PBS station in Philly, because just for any AV folks out there, PBS audio and video engineering jobs are union.
Oh,
So
Oh.
yeah, they're
I want,
SAG-AFTRA eligible.
That's
what
amazing.
about like NPR?
I don't know.
They're
I
also
can't speak for them,
SAG-AFTRA.
but
They're a different contract than the contract that went on strike last year.
yeah.
Okay.
I kind of envy every one of you with so many science program in your childhood. I don't have that.
Oh.
It's really limited. My childhood is with the black and white televisions and very limited program, mostly entertainment and news. But I do know that I'm getting inspired by the, well, this is not a good idea. I mean, it's not really a good news about when the challengers explode,
Yeah.
but that's the first time I really get into something about space and looking for any informations about it. It's very limited informations, but I think this is, well, I get here because of that.
So you got here because of
By
that. Wow.
whatever path. I mean,
Because of the
Yeah.
news.
yeah, there are certain key
And
events.
yeah, I get
Interesting.
interesting in what's the rocket? Why we want to go outside the Earth? What are we going to do there?
Yeah.
So especially with the teachers also flight in the challengers, so it gave me another it gives me more questions that I want answers. Well, everything is not like now that we can, it's just like one click away with Google or any search engine. But at that time, I need to look for all the informations from magazines, newspapers, and I'm coming from a little island in Indonesia. It's in the eastern part, and the newspaper. For example, today newspaper, I will receive it like tomorrow or the day after. So it's not like it's not like now, but I'm happy that we can share many things. We can share astronomy around the globe with an audio. It's really cheap, but we need support.
Yeah. And one of the things that I love is you're literally changing your nation as you do teacher professional development and work with the government and all of the trips you've made to various islands with the eclipses going by and all of us who are part of this community take what we do and we leverage it to do more and more and more. And Aviva and I have been doing, how do you podcast? How do you do short form video? How do you use these different internet tools? Workshops around the world for a decade now, helping other people start to do what we do. And we're able to do what we do because of you. So you are enabling the world to be changed. And Aviva's a rock star in her country. It's wild, some of the opportunities she
Thank you.
gets. And I don't know how she hasn't died crossing the street because I got to go visit her. And crossing the street in Bandung is the most terrifying. I've crossed streets in Beijing. Bandung is
Oh yeah,
terrifying.
Beijing is also hard.
It is, but less hard.
Well, you should come again here. I'll take you. Anyone who wants to come here, I'll be your guide.
I would
I'll
love
show my
that.
country to you. Also
I'm
the food and everything.
Oh, the food there is so
I'm
good.
yet to leave the States at all.
Oh, these are
I have many
first
Well, hopefully
experiences
maybe in the futures.
working on getting my passport.
Yep.
We have 19 minutes. We are still at
And sorry, my cat
8,566.
thinks that he is a human infant.
That's all right. So does Stella.
I have a question, Allie. Is it true that you call Flint your sweet babu?
Yes. I call him Babu. I call him Babu after the ocelot in the cartoon Archer.
Okay.
Because there's like this recurring ocelot in Archer named Babu who's just a total like chaos demon.
Such a good
We're
girl.
trying to talk about fundraising.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Flint.
Sorry, there was a kitty.
Yeah,
true.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
Pet tax being paid.
Mm-hmm.
I love that he has this sweater. Did he bring you
Olivia
his
is running
sweater?
for the door.
So, I don't know.
So
I've
what?
run out of words.
What? I didn't see all 26 hours. I'm sorry. I had
It's okay.
the real world being the real world. But what was your favorite panel or your favorite segment?
I don't think it was so
You
much
just
my favorite panel as realizing that Allie and I can't be left alone without discussing Star Wars.
Well, this was
Yeah, but we knew
known.
that.
I did not
This is
fully
not a new thing.
internalize the reality until this hangout-a-thon.
Your Venn diagram, the biggest thing is Star
But
Wars.
no matter what we're trying to do or discuss, we end up on Star Wars. No matter what.
like we just did.
Star Wars is a black hole, confirmed.
Yes.
It will eat your life.
You can
I
explain.
know. I thought the ones about the books were quite effective.
Yeah.
I thought they were really good.
Yeah, I like those.
I gotta go back and rewatch some of those.
Yeah.
So I managed to get most, but not all, of the sessions from hour 6 forward in YouTube format.
Okay.
And as my brain allows, I'm going to go through and add show notes to each of them with book recommendations, and also put the book recommendations into a post. Mostly
that's
because
awesome.
Thank
I want
you.
all of the books, and there will be affiliate links. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh,
I
Yay.
I definitely like the astrophotography and radio astronomy ones. Those are my two favorites. Just those are things that I'm just so interested in. I spent quite a bit of quarantine just outside in the middle of the night with a DSLR looking at the sky and taking pictures. And it's just something that I also had an unhealthy whatever you call it with buying satellite dishes. I had quite a few of them in California, and then I moved out of there and never saw them again.
Why were you buying satellite dishes in copious amounts of unhealthiness?
Why?
because you can do
Yes,
useful things
why?
with them.
Ham, radio astronomy, although that I never really could do.
Were you making your own backyard listening post?
I
You mean you don't have one?
One of these days, I want to get into downloading images from NOAA satellites, which is
I've
like
done that.
RTL's SDR and
Yes.
a tiny antenna I can put on a Raspberry Pi. I just don't have the view of the sky from my parents' basement to do that.
Don't.
But that is changing soon.
I know, aren't you moving?
Yep.
That's awesome. I'm so proud of you.
It's something I've thought about doing at the cottage because you really don't need a whole lot.
very
It's something I've wanted to do for years and years.
So you can just
Back in the days when I was doing satellite stuff, I wanted to do that.
so you can just download NOAA satellite data at your home. Just
Yep.
point your satellite
Yes.
a dish to the sky and go, "Hi, give me your data."
You don't need a dish. You just need ideally a circularly polarized antenna.
Yeah, it's so easy.
This
And
is
there's
new
open source
information.
software. It's great.
It's
kind of cool.
designed it's designed for it because the NOAA satellites, not only do they download imagery, real-time imagery from however many channels they've got, but they also have they'll do transmissions for weather weather satellite stuff, essentially, like weather products that they download.
Yeah, Bill Nash. That's what I
So-
did back in California.
Hey, Bill.
Stella has moved on to the next person.
Yeah,
So
sorry,
run is the
I'm
shortest
tweeting.
distance between the current topic and Star Wars. I like that.
Yeah.
And
Or-
the faster you go, the shorter the distance. Therefore, it is okay when going relativistic speeds, although you have now jumped through time, to say that you went very fast by expressing a shorter distance. I'm just saying.
Length contraction.
I love listening to how like a lot of Star Wars fans have tried to explain away the continuity or the scientific era of like how they use parsecs
Oh,
But
in Star
no,
Wars.
so the thing is, it wasn't necessarily time; it's distance. And he found a route through a horrible area that was
Yeah.
shorter than everyone else.
And timey-wimey.
Mhm.
There is no canon, only themes.
Exactly. Yes. I need that on a t-shirt.
I didn't
No
know about
canon, only
the
themes.
I didn't know about the or the difference in definition of parsec in Star Wars until Keeper politely nudged me when I was making a comment like a couple years ago saying no, in Star Wars it's distance.
It's
And or
complicated.
yeah. Hello, dog.
It's a proxy for time.
I would like to note for the record that this Star Wars discussion is Bill Nash's fault.
Oh,
Yes.
Bill got me in trouble once as well. and
I'm done laughing.
yeah,
Continue.
exactly, Bill.
Not sorry. Hello. You are on camera.
She's down with that.
She doesn't care.
I'm putting out final pleas on social media.
Well, Bill, if we do AC 750, you'll have to be there.
No one is safe.
Go to our instro. He's the only one who hasn't done
No,
anything
no,
yet.
he's on the wobbly chair. Let's not do that.
All right.
I have a balance chair. It's fine that it wobbles. It's meant to wobble. But Stella has almost removed me from it a few times, and I like our instro.
I mean, half the time I see him on that chair, it's like leaning far back. Like I saw it just about come off the ground. Hello. There we go. Goodbye, ULA shirt.
I know she's on Blue Sky. There she is. You're being tagged, Allie. Please
Okay.
share.
Oh, did we already share the Blue Sky starter pack that
No,
someone
you want
was
to talk
working
about that
on?
while I tweet? Guido did
right.
that.
Guido.
Yeah, Guido made that. Was there a command for it? I can't remember.
No,
I can pop a
I don't think
The
so.
link
I didn't
is
spot a link.
in Modland,
Okay.
I think.
hold on. I already have Blue Sky open because I live on Blue Sky.
I need to get an account. Maybe eventually I'll get put onto that list.
Well, I need to start.
Find me on
I joined
Mastodon.
just this week.
No,
in
I've
the
been on Blue
latest
Sky.
Exodus.
I joined Blue Sky a while back.
I had many opportunities. I know I'm not going to use it.
I think I've joined and just haven't used it.
I joined Mastodon like a year and a half ago and only signed it like twice.
Yeah, I've sent 2 posts on Mastodon, I think.
I have
think I
chronic
joined-
posting disorder. So
I think I joined Mastodon the first time it looked like Twitch, or Twitter rather, was about to implode.
Oh yeah. that's
also, I
one time.
apologize in advance if you follow me on Blue Sky expecting science stuff. This is something.
No, we go to Blue Sky to see Flint and then your Garrick and Bashir content.
Yes, and also what trashy network drama am I watching this week?
That's true as well.
I love my trashy medical dramas and procedurals.
Thanks, Veronica.
What did I miss? Why
Yeah,
are you Veronica?
I've got to join Blue Sky. I
Oh,
think
okay.
I had Mastodon, but I can't remember.
I'm on all
It's
of them.
been a minute.
I'm
But
on
that's my
most
job.
of them.
Beat
Well,
me
we
to
need
it,
to,
Veronica.
Hmm?
With the link. Good job with the link.
thank you.
Hi, Flint.
I've posted all the things I can post, except for Facebook, which is never timely. Like, people will see it 5 months from now and be confused. So I'm not going to Facebook.
Please donate.
Don't understand Facebook's algorithm anymore.
Manically reloading
It's
the
weird.
page, seeing nothing changing.
So the randomness
Yeah.
of the universe, if you follow my Insta, I killed the last of the 3 stylus nibs that came with the Samsung art pen.
It's the saddest
it
post.
was very sad. I was very frustrated and annoyed, especially since I was ready to go to the nearest Best Buy in Lexington, Kentucky to buy just a standard S Pen because those seem to work just fine. And a friend on Facebook, who I don't remember where I've met, but we've followed each other for years, he goes, they make them in titanium. So tomorrow I am getting some titanium nibs delivered for my S Pen. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hello, just resubbed. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Thank you. He is one of the
No,
alumni of CosmoQuest.
Oh,
You can't
hello.
stab your screen with it.
Am I the replacement?
There was a bit of a gap in there. Herleo was like full-on
Quite a-
senior developer for a while.
Oh, hello. I have similar job.
No, you're not. You were still intern level. You are not a senior developer. I really like you. You're not someone I'm going to leave to be in charge of the GitHub repo.
You will get there eventually.
Yeah.
You will get there.
Tanner was
Eventually.
allowed to update live. So,
You must show discipline to your craft.
yeah.
AC 1050.
Oh, man. All right. Reloading. Someone
Yeah.
donated $1. There is a $1 donation.
Thank you. You
The number changed.
You just bought another day of Adobe.
Dopamine.
Only you can change the
Actually,
number
more
on
than
the
that.
screen and raise
We're
your
now at-
dopamine.
Hold on. I'm not wearing my glasses.
8,587?
I need to put my goddamn
Hello.
glasses on. Hi. I need to load a different window so I can find out how much actually came in, because apparently I failed to math. I just saw the number change. Hold on. But now you know how excited I can get for $1. $20 came in. $20 came in. Hi,
Give
I'm
us your
still
monies.
very excited
Nice.
and more excited, but also a bit embarrassed.
It's okay, Pamela.
Stella, come here.
Oh, you're being cold though.
Come here, my girl.
Hello, sir.
Come here.
Stella's been replaced.
Up. Come here. Up. Stella. My dog just noped me.
Has
I am
Oh.
just
That's harsh.
I am watching
Come here.
admin
Up.
give Malachi butt thumps.
Yeah.
And I never in my life thought I would see Malachi let someone do that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and look at that little tail go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
like
his
I
little pom
said,
pom.
he likes me.
He really
Him
does.
is good boy.
He's had a much happier life. He gets to snooze for 16 hours a day, and he gets to go for 20 to 40-minute walks with me at least 3 times a day. So
He's so spoiled, he no longer takes French fries. They are not good enough. You have to give him part of your hamburger.
Oh.
it's true.
begging
He
for
won't.
those
He won't
fries,
even
though.
touch French fries. Oh, he'll beg for French fries, and then as soon as you give him one, it'll be like, "What? What? No."
I was expecting a nuggie.
Another update, Griff Dog.
Okay, hold on. There's a larger amount. I can't math after you load a different screen.
Your breath is not pleasant, dog.
There's $50 donation.
Oh my.
$50
Thank
and
you.
they covered the
Yay.
credit card
Thank
fees.
you.
$50 and credit card fees.
Yeah,
It is
credit card fees are a
excellent.
thing.
We are now $30 from a
palindrome.
palindrome.
Hello.
We are $30 from a palindrome. I'm just saying.
We are.
You're the bestest humans. We have technically 2 more minutes. But I suspect if more money comes in, Allie, who is vibrating, will change the rate at which time is ticking.
Gonna
We're
pull
here
a
until Allie
flash.
says we're done.
You're gonna
No,
phase
no.
through that seat.
We can call it a night. It is 11 o'clock here.
Yeah,
I can
it is.
go vibrate off screen.
All right. All right. So follow us on Twitter and
You'll
Blue
still need to
Sky.
add in all of the bits.
Yeah. So follow us on Blue Sky or Mastodon or Threads or Twitter. I post. Walker helps me post to all the places, and I just want to say,
Love
I
you,
wish
Walker.
Walker was on screen with us, and I understand life. Walker has become one of my right-hand humans, and they don't have money to give, but they have time. And what I don't have is either time or money. And so that they're willing to post social media for us when I'm in the middle of the night and realize there's something super cool going on, and they were watching movies. I mean, she's done amazing things for us. And I just need to say thank you, friend. And I'm going to do one more loop of all the things, and I can say what has occurred over this hangout. But while I'm pulling all of the numbers, I'm going to say, each of you, please, parting words. I'm going to start with you, our Instro, and then go to Allie. And my phone needs to be charged before I go to bed. There are bits falling out of the butt of the rocket. The rocket is propelled by rainbow love at the moment. It is glorious. Okay, I'm pulling numbers.
Okay. Well, my parting words are short. Keep looking. There's an answer. Go find it. If you want to know something, if you're curious about something, go look. Don't be afraid of what you're going to find. That's it.
I just want to say, like, thank you to everyone who has come and spent time with us this weekend. Thank you for coming and celebrating 365 days of astronomy. My sister podcast, which is run by Aviva, who is amazing. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for just everything, for making this like wonderful, beautiful community and letting me be a part of it in my own weird way. And also thank you to all of our volunteers who just make this possible, make my life so much easier. I just adore all of you. So let's keep this going.
Eric.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us this weekend, all the panelists, all the Minecrafters, and all the people who donated, so that we can keep doing what we're doing and get Allie a computer that doesn't explode.
Melts.
I hope it doesn't explode.
I was going to say a non-exploding computer would be ideal.
As long as its battery isn't as spicy as that Starship landing, you're good.
Shouldn't have a battery.
She has a battery.
If
It's a
it's
laptop.
No,
spicy,
never mind.
if it's as spicy as that Starship landing, we have bigger problems.
Spicy pillows are fun.
Yep.
Stick a needle in the pillow. It'll be fine.
No,
Don't do that.
I have
Don't-
evidence of what happens
do
when
not
you do that.
try that at home, folks.
I did do
Throw it
at
out in the
home.
grass.
throw it in sand. Don't throw it in the grass.
So, yeah.
I threw it in my kitchen
Fantastic.
sink and then had to sit outside for an hour and a half while the air cleared.
All right. Gordon.
One more. Ah, there we are. Sorry, one of my earbuds decided it was time to pack it in. I want to thank everyone for coming out. I enjoyed talking sci-fi with all the wonderful people, most of the wonderful people here on the screen, and some people who have already turned into pumpkins because they live in other time zones. And I want to thank everyone who donated to help support CosmoQuest. Pamela and her team are doing an amazing job and an important job. And though they make it look easy, science is not cheap, sadly. And this is how we make more science.
Veronica.
I want to thank you for being here, if you're here,
Yeah.
and for spending time with us and for being you.
Yeah.
Not everyone follows along in astronomy and is interested, and being so makes you special. And don't forget that.
Keeper, not keeper. Sorry, admin.
Hello, I'm not keeper.
No, you're not. I went the wrong way.
Well spotted.
Thanks everyone. We blew through our main goal the first day, which then allowed us to get to stretch goals such as Ali's computer. This was fun. First time here. Good time. Yeah. That's it.
We're at that point, everyone.
I need
very
food and sleep.
eloquent.
We're going to Waffle House to celebrate after this is over, and so the Edwardsville group is all like, "I didn't eat dinner because I know there's going to be Waffle House."
So jelly.
There's an
Have a hash brown
on-screen
for me.
celebration of jack-o'-lantern faces. Thank you, Arnstra. That was fabulous. All right.
One of the things I miss about not living in Ohio is there's no Waffle Houses up here.
Oh man, you're too far north.
I've been to Waffle House once. So
You're
this'll
from Florida, dude.
I'm not from Florida. I lived there for 2 years.
Let's keep
Okay, fine.
let's keep
Sorry.
the final words going.
Okay, Aviva, final words.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being the panelists. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being our podcaster in 365 Days of Astronomy. And we hope we will go far from now. I don't know, maybe 20, 25 years from now. It is always fun to share astronomy with you guys and every day during the year. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Without you, we won't be here.
So the grand total for the weekend, if someone wants to pull a calculator and sum all of these numbers up, we have through Kindful. I also probably have a calculator if no one else does.
I have.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay.
There
other
are going
folks
to be
copy.
many, I'm sure.
Okay, so we have on Kindful $8,638.
Okay.
In bits and subs through Patreon, not Patreon, through Twitch, we have $139.65 that have cleared. That number will go up after things clear. Twitch doesn't always tell you things immediately. So that's a lower limit. And on Patreon, we have $83.65 in new patrons.
8861.3.
8861.
I concur.
I think we did well. We did well.
Did very well.
We will be here another day.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Ali, I think, needs to go crash. The Edwardsville contingent
Wow.
is starving. Canada is sleepy. We already lost Hexacosa Coron to sleep. We lost Richard to sleep. Guido, we lost hours ago because he's in Europe. So is Ambius is in the Middle East. To all of our people all over the world. Jillian in Dubai.
Yeah.
We are a global community. And you're just stuck with North America right now. And Indonesia, that's already awake.
Yes.
Aviva is coming to us from the future.
She's coming
Time
Yes.
zones
on
are
Monday
in fact
morning. We're
not
so
your friend.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Time zones are your friend.
No, it's
No,
lies.
they're not.
It's lies. I'm going to end us on the interstitials.
Time zones are your friend.
Daylight saving time is the enemy.
Yeah, I totally confused
12
with
hour,
that.
12-hour time is the enemy because I get confused.
And we are distracted by time zones that are almost as bad as Star Wars for getting us off the rails. All right, I'm going to throw to interstitials and then find someone to raid. If someone wants to make suggestions, I am here for your suggestions. But for now, wherever you are in the world, what's the next line, everyone?
Happy insert time of day here.
Here. Yes.
Yep.
And somewhere, somewhen, we will
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the rest.
Wow.
see you on the other
We're
side.
doing
Added a
great.
new sentence. I'm positive.
It's been a while.
Wherever you are in the world, have a fabulous insert time of day here. And somewhere, somewhen, we will see you on the other side. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.